complete the pre-survey you've been given. They are on either the blue colored paper, or you can access them via the QR code you've been given. Audiences at home, this survey is available to you in the live comments on the YouTube video. Thank you so much for taking the time in advance to do this. It is very vital to the project that you do take the few minutes to complete the survey thoroughly and honestly. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you in a few minutes when we are ready to formally begin. Good evening once again, everyone. I am Adam Ercolani, and I am a second-year MFA student and apprentice here at Touchstone Theater. And I'd like to thank you all, both audiences here and at home, for joining me for Aloud. Woo!
So the next word that is going to serve as inspiration for our statues is love. Everyone become a statue that really expresses the word love. Ari, can you tell me a little bit about how your statue here represents the word love?
Mine, what made me think of it was two people or more having like part of a heart and then putting it together to represent a relationship with someone.
Wonderful. Awesome answer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Molly, can you tell us a little bit about what your inspiration behind your love statue here is?
Mine is that it's really confusing and sometimes even like agonizing. So like mine is, so I'm wondering about it. I don't know.
Wow, that is an amazing interpretation of the theme there, Molly. Thank you so much for answering that question for us.
Yes.
All right, and let's finally take a look at Violet's statue. Violet, can you tell us a little bit about what your process was in creating this statue?
So I kind of feel like hugs really represent love, because they just feel like so amazing, and then they just like fill you with love. And then when someone gives you a hug, I feel like you know that they love you, and just like, yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have a person in your life that you think gives the best hugs?
My mom.
Your mom gives the best hugs? Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. All right, so all of my wonderful, beautiful statues, please relax. Okay, next set of statues. This collection of statues is inspired by the word pride. This set of statues are inspired by the word pride. Please take the form of a statue that you feel like really embodies the word pride, whatever that means to you. Molly, can you please tell us a little bit about your interpretation of the theme here?
To be honest, I couldn't really think that much because for me, pride is in everything. But I don't know. My hands on my hips kind of symbolizes how it's there. You can't ignore it. You can't say no. It's there. But I mean, in some ways, it's not. Some people try and deny it's there, so that's kind of why my head's tilted. But we're supposed to be. I mean, it's fine to be different, I guess, to other people, but to me, it's not different. So that's kind of there. That's it.
What a wonderful explanation of your process I just got there. Thank you so much. Next, Ari, can you please tell us a little bit about your pride statue here?
Mine is kind of like, with pride, you're like taking pride in yourself. So it's representing that you yourself are strong with your pride, I guess.
Awesome, awesome. Pride is strength. That sounds like a pretty good title for your piece there. Love it, love it. Thank you.
I cannot communicate things in normal words, so thank you for doing that.
I think you communicated very perfectly. I totally get what you meant. All right, thank you, Ari. Violet, can you please tell us a little bit about the piece we are seeing here about pride?
It's kind of confusing. You might not understand, but this is like, okay, so I have like, I'm trying to word it. So this like, it represents my aunt, because she's like such an inspiration for me, because she kind of helped me to come out, and she's just like very like, she loves, like she doesn't let anyone get to her no matter what, and she sticks to it, and she's always so happy, and she just makes me feel like myself. And so every time I see her, she goes like this, and she like waves, like she kind of like has a flag kind of. And so I don't know, I just like kind of just represents her, I guess.
That is amazing, Violet, and I love that you had a very specific subject in mind for your statue, and your aunt sounds like a pretty great person.
She's amazing.
All right, my wonderful statues, please once again relax. We are going to witness one more round of statue creation here, and this next word is identity. Think about the word identity. Think about all the things it means, and think about how a statue may look in an exhibit titled Identity. This one's a little bit tougher, which is okay. I have faith in you all. Take a few moments.
Can I use a prop or no?
If you have it handy, sure. Our statues are going to freeze in place. And I'm going to go through the exhibit and ask the artists a bit about this next set of work. Violet, will you please tell me a little bit about your identity statue we are seeing here?
Okay, so I'm holding a pride flag, and my sign, I don't know if you can read it, but it says, "This is me." And so it's kind of like, it's like supposed to be not like a necklace, but it's supposed to be like going around your neck. So I have to hold it. And it's just showing who you are. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to word.
I think it makes total sense. And I love that it says, "This is me." Thank you, Violet. All right, Ari, tell us a little bit about your identity statue we're seeing here.
So mine, I have my flag here, but it's also like having something wrapped around you, kind of like being comfortable with your own identity in a way. Because sometimes being wrapped in like a flag or a blanket can be very comforting.
Awesome, thank you, Ari. That was a wonderful explanation. And that was a very cool layer of your statue that I would not have even thought of if you hadn't told me about it. So thank you. All right, Molly, last but not least, please tell us about your identity statue, what that word meant to you.
To be honest, I don't really know. So I just did this because I feel like this is my box, kind of. And inside my box is my identity, which is me. I really love Avery's description, so that sadly I'm using it because I don't want to copy, but I just feel like inside this box is me. No one can change that. And so your identity is what you believe and not anyone else. It's you. So inside this box is my mind, and yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Molly. Thank you. All right. All of my wonderful statues can once again relax. Okay. Would anyone like to go first in sharing what it is they worked on? Molly?
I picked a song as well, but I also did a drawing. And all the words they're all the words that have put me down in the past, but I feel like the pride flag and the rainbow and the heart really symbolize like I think the pride flag is rainbow because I would say it's colorful, different, and vibrant, and some traditional. And traditional is just, it's all black and white, but it doesn't have to be. So that's that. And the song I chose is "Glory" by John Legend and Common.
And can you tell us what statue inspired your work?
Pride.
For the thing that I wanted to draw, I did identity. And then for the quote, I did, I love everybody because I love me. It's like a brain, kind of, because it's like who you are in your head is what your identity is, kind of. And then it's, yeah.
My word that I picked was pride. And the song I picked was "This Is Me" from like The Greatest Showman, or maybe there's a different version, but anyway. And so I'm still working on it, but it's like kind of like so it's like a heart, and they're supposed to be like all the colors of the rainbow, but I didn't get to finish it. And it's just like every line is supposed to be like, how do I word it? So it's supposed to be like kind of like I don't know really how to word it, but it's just supposed to be like your heart, and that you be who you want to be, and you shouldn't let anybody stop you, and that like just pride, just like the word pride has like so much meaning to it. So I feel like a heart and pride, it just kind of goes together. So you can just be you and don't let anybody stop that.
So, the first feeling or mood that I want you to experience right now is joy. Sadness. Anger. Embarrassment. Anticipation. Anxiety. Rejection. Belonging. Curiosity. love? Did anyone start to actually feel the emotion I was saying?
Yeah.
Not all. Some of them.
Yeah. I noticed that happened with me.
Few of them.
Yeah.
Mine was just really difficult because I tried to display it kind of realistically,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the time when I'm trying to like display a certain emotion, when I'm not actually feeling it, it's just very extra and animated. But I tried to do it as if I was actually feeling it, and that was very difficult.
Molly?
As Violet already knows really well, I really don't like expressing my emotions that much. Like, I really hate, I mean, a lot of people hate being sad. A lot of people hate being scared, but I try and, like, even sometimes happiness, I try to hide sometimes.
He does.
So this kind of, it helps a lot, and it made me feel more relaxed, I guess, but it was pretty hard for me, even though it might have looked easy, it kind of wasn't, because, I mean, it's hard to feel what you're not feeling, so.
Thank you for sharing that, Molly. And I tend to do the same thing. So when I do activities like this, I feel these things very strongly as well. But what I think about when I do these types of things is if I am feeling so upset about something and I feel like I can't control it, all I have to do is think about what my body would be like and what my face would look like if I were experiencing joy or happiness or contentment. And if I think about that enough and try it hard enough, I can maybe push myself in that right direction. So that was a really cool observation. Violet.
Close enough to start a war. All that I have is on the floor. God only knows what we're fighting for. All that I say, you always say more. I can't keep up with your turning tables under your thumb. I can't breathe.
Freeze. All right, Molly, can you tell us a little bit about the character we're all seeing here? What they're experiencing, how they're feeling, who they are?
Well, this person's kind of feeling like, I was like, I love how she says I can't keep up with these turning tables, so I really wanted to freeze on this, but I guess I just didn't. But, like, this kind of means, like, I just can't do it. I can't do it anymore. You're stressed, you're kind of out of it, and a lot of people feel that a lot. So, I mean, this is kind of like my, I guess just, I can't do this anymore, so.
Awesome, thank you, Molly. Get ready for the next song. And here we go.
Don't be that way. Fall apart twice a day. I just wish you could feel what you say. Show
all take a look at each other. All right, Violet, can you tell us a little bit about this character we're seeing?
Okay, so the song that song in particular, it kind of like it's like I think she's like nervous in it, so it was kind of like I was kind of showing like nervous moves, kind of. It was kind of hard to pick like characters and stuff for it because it's kind of like just like a sad song. So I was trying to do like things that I would do when I'm sad, I guess. So I kind of just like pick out my fingers or just like do something, and then so I don't know.
Thank you, Violet. All right, everyone relax.
Is there a heart inside the night? I can feel its vital signs. The beat goes dry and the spirit dies. Oh, I wanna dig this tinsel down till it's 6 feet underground. It's safe to say the timing is everything.
Freeze. All right, Ari, tell us a little bit about the character we're seeing.
Okay, so the character that I'm portraying is my friend's character who sings this song actually before he goes to do something. I'm not gonna say what it is, but he sings it and it's a very like emotional thing. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it. Shoot.
That's okay. Thank you for sharing. And we'll listen to our last song here. Freeze. All right. Ari, tell us a little bit about your character.
I don't know. I've kind of just been winging this whole thing. I don't have a description.
That's okay. Can you describe how you felt listening to that song or what it made you want to do?
It's how I kind of felt was kind of like smiling through pain almost, because it's about losing someone, I think. But it's very upbeat, so it's like trying to find happiness in like just everything else being kind of shit.
Awesome. Thank you. Violet, can you tell us a little bit about your character with that song?
It kind of just like the beat kind of just made me feel like happy, I guess. But then there's like I couldn't really understand the lyrics, but like kind of like the beat just kind of made me feel like I wanted to dance. So.
Thanks, Violet. How about you, Molly?
See, that song kind of made me think of a party, and I really enjoy parties, but that kind of made me think of a dancing party, and I don't think you all know, but Violet definitely does, and I hate dancing. Like, least favorite thing in the world is dancing. So I'm kind of imagining here that, like, you know those dance circles where there's like a circle of people and then there's someone dancing in the middle. That
Mhm.
and then I feel like I'm just in the corner watching because I don't like dancing. So I feel like everyone else is dancing and I'm just there, just being there, so waiting for the music to stop. But I was vibing to the song at least.
Very valid.
Molly?
On to day 3. On day 3, we did a guided visualization exercise that transformed the students into objects that they found in their bedrooms. They then wrote a monologue from the perspective of this object that they had just become. After that, they wrote and performed a scene of dialogue that occurred between themselves and someone in their lives. Here is day 3.
Hello, my name is Uniqua. I am 5 days old. My pronouns are they, them, and I am transgender. Now for me, I personally like to sleep under the bed because Rosie likes to try and take my squeaker. I wish I could walk, but I can't because I don't have legs. At least I get to eat my favorite thing. And my favorite thing to eat is human nails. I gotta say, they are delicious.
I'm ukulele. Not a common instrument, but I'm not just an ukulele. I'm Molly's ukulele. When you're Molly's ukulele, you're played constantly, and I was until the guitar came in. I was played so much until Molly got a guitar. They haven't played me in a long time. They named me Ellen and got me on their 10th birthday. I hope they start playing me soon. I really need new strings and maybe a nice trip to the polishing salon. And, oh, yeah, need to get on topic. Please start playing me again.
Violet, why do you have to go? Molly, because it will help the world. I'll be back, I promise. Violet, okay. Starts to cry together. Molly, I love you. And I'll see you soon, okay? We can FaceTime every day and you can come visit me all the time. Violet, I know, it's just hard, you know. We had this amazing business together, and me and Odin are going to have to run it ourselves until you get back, of course. And I'm just going to miss hanging out with you all the time. Molly, I know. The plane's going to leave soon, and I kind of gotta get on it now. Violet, okay. Bye. Love you. Molly, love you too. I'll FaceTime you when I get there, promise. Molly, bye. I'll miss you. Violet, bye. Miss you already. 20 years later. Violet, Molly? Molly, yes? Oh my god. Violet? Violet, oh my gosh, wow. I can't believe it's really you. Molly, yup, it's me, haha. Wow, this is amazing. I haven't seen you in forever. Violet, I know, it's been literally forever. Molly, so what have you been up to in the past 20 years? Violet, well, not much, but I graduated the Juilliard College, met the love of my life, traveled, got married, saved China, had 4 kids, moved to Canada, then moved to California, then to PA, and then I moved to New Jersey, bought my dream house, had another child, built a pool, and kept running our business. What about you? ? What? Molly, what? Not a lot, huh? Molly, well, I kinda got a fish, but it died the next day. Violet, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that your fish died. Molly, yeah, totally. Well, for me personally, I'm surprised you're not the president or something. Violet starts laughing together. Molly, we should get ice cream. Violet, oh yes. Molly, okay, you drive. Smiles. Oh, Violet, okay. Gets to ice cream shop. Molly, I'll pay. Violet, no, let me. Molly, let me pay. Come on. Violet, fine. Molly, thank you. Server, what would you like? I'll take a small chocolate with peanut butter, please. Violet, can I please get a small chocolate with small chocolate coffee? A small chocolate coffee, please. Server, of course. The total is $24.67. Molly, wow, that's a lot for 2 small ice creams, but here you go. Violet, well, geez. Server, thank you, and have a great day. Molly and Violet, yes, thanks, you too. Violet, I don't want to be a party pooper, but I kind of got to get home to the kids. Molly, okay, but we definitely need to hang out more, okay? And I promise never to leave again. 20 years has been enough being apart. Violet, yes, most definitely. Violet, how about we get dinner once a week and you can come over on Sundays for a movie night? Molly, are you sure? That seems like a lot. Violet, yes, I'm totally sure. Molly, all right, if you say so. Violet, but actually, can you call me this time when you get home? Violet, yes. Molly, yes. I actually promise this time. Then hugs, says goodbye one last time, goes back to car, gets home, and Molly ends up calling her right away. The end. Sorry that was really long. It was just like, it was pretty amazing. I just kind of had like a burst of spark and just kind of wrote it all in like 3 minutes. Maybe not 3 minutes, but I hope you enjoy. And I'm sorry again that I cannot make the light and dark. And yeah, so. So. Bye.
Mom. Hey, Moles, how was school today? Molly. Good. Mom. Anything interesting? Molly. Well, besides a bomb going off and toxic fumes flying everywhere, basically everything catching on fire, running for our lives, my school and childhood burning to the ground, and me getting a D- on my math test. Nothing. What'd you do? Mom. Well, my pencil just broke. Molly. Cool. More interesting than my day. Dad. Hey, Molly. What'd you do today? Molly. Same old, same old. Mom. Wait, did you say D-?
And that was day 3. On to day 4. On day 4, we played a game called What Are You Thinking? What Are You Feeling? This was an improv game that was a version of a game called What Are You Doing? After that, we did an activity called Set the Scene. Students became objects that existed in a scene from their lives. Here is day 4.
That looks
All right, Violet, what are you doing? What are you feeling?
This is gonna sound bad, but I am feeling needles in my feet, like when your feet fall asleep.
Wait, are we doing how we actually feel?
No, you don't have to. Any emotion.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Well, that emotion would be just very frustrated and upset and shaking my feet.
Franco, what are you doing? Or feeling?
I am feeling confused.
So her confused face.
Molly, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling like I'm feeling pretty like intelligent, like I know everything.
Mr. Adam, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty sad.
Okay.
Violet.
Violet, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling hungry.
Wait, is that me or Molly? Did you say it?
You. Yeah, you.
I went out of turn, sorry.
Hungry.
Franco, how are you feeling?
I am feeling really excited for something that's about to happen.
Molly, what are you feeling?
Feeling angry.
Mr. Adam, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling disappointed.
Violet, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling. I want to change it up, but I don't know anything. I am feeling happy. Like so excited, like jumping up and down, just like crazy.
Franco, how are you feeling?
I am feeling, oh shoot, I should have thought of one. I am feeling exhausted.
That's not going to be too hard.
Molly, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling embarrassed.
Away from me. Mr. Adam, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little rejected.
Violet, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling the feeling of when there's butter on your fingers.
That's a feeling.
I'm feeling.
Go. What are you feeling?
I am feeling scared because I think maybe somebody is in my house at night. Even though it's just the cat.
Molly, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling anxiety.
Mr. Adam, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling like I really need a hug.
Violet, you've gotten all the sad ones.
Violet, what are you feeling?
I'm feeling the feeling of being stung by a bee on my back.
I can't stop laughing. Franco, how are you feeling?
I am feeling like I'm watching my favorite movie with my favorite person. I don't actually know what that looks like.
I don't either, so I'm just gonna.
Molly, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling jumpy.
Mr. Adam, what are you feeling?
I am feeling like it is time to end the game. Good job. I want to hear some suggestions for a setting that is a place that makes you scared or anxious or feel any sort of negativity in any way. Does anyone have any suggestions? Violet?
This is terrible, but the hospital.
The hospital? Molly, do you have any ideas?
I do, but it's different. Like, it's not like just a place in general. Like, I went to an old school and they didn't like me, so it was an old school, so a school, I guess.
Violet, do you experience any sort of negative emotion in school or anything like that?
Not really in school. I used to go to the school Molly goes to now, and there was a girl that bullied me, but she was French, so I don't know. I guess she made fun of me because everyone wanted to be my friend. So.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And I think that we have all felt some anxiety in school. I know I have. So maybe that is a setting that we can all be in together right now. So let's think about this school, and it's okay if this setting that we're in makes you feel a little bit anxious or makes you feel a little bit of negativity based on what happened there, because I think we've all been there. So remember, we're not becoming people in this environment. We just want to become things that exist in this environment. So think about this school, think about what part of the school you might be in and what you might experience as a part of the school, and let's all become something that exists in this school setting. All right, so I will tell you all that I am a window in one of the classrooms. And the reason that I think this window is super important is because when there are students who maybe need a distraction from what's going on in the classroom around them, they have this window to the outside world that they can look at and maybe pay attention to something else for a little bit that might give them a reprieve from what they're experiencing. Violet, do you want to tell us what you are in the school setting here?
I'm a sheep. I'm like a sheep rug. We use them at the school I used to go to take naps on and to like just chill.
Oh, awesome. So how big of a rug are you?
As long as like a normal sized sheep, so probably like 3 feet.
Okay. So what do you think your job in the school is? Do you like doing what you get to do?
Yes, I like, my job is to comfort the kids that take the naps, and I give them a comfy place to take a nap in.
Awesome. Have you ever seen any kids who are having a really bad day or might feel really upset about something, and you get to be the one who comforts them?
Yes, actually, there's this girl named there was this girl named Violet, and she had a pretty rough day because she got bullied by another girl there, and so I got to lay on the floor, and she got to lay on top of me and feel very cozy and comforted.
Well, that's great. It sounds like you have such an important job, and I am glad that you were there for Violet and got to make her feel a little bit better that day. Thanks for answering my questions. All right, Molly, what is it that you have become in this classroom?
This is a little traditional, but I'm a pencil.
You are a pencil. Wonderful. Can you tell me what kind of pencil are you? Are you a classic style pencil, or are you a mechanical pencil, or something else?
Just a normal pencil.
And do you belong to someone?
I do. I belong to a person named Molly. And they, when they struggled in school, what they did was sometimes they doodled, sometimes they just wrote things, and a lot of the times they drew their own problems, and it made them feel better.
Well, that's awesome. How did it make you feel to be able to help someone feel better on a day that they might not have been feeling so great?
It was good. It felt good, but it shortened my head a little bit.
Did Molly hold on to you for a long time?
Sadly, no. She loses me very often, and her teacher thinks she's eating them, but she just loses them. So, yeah.
Can you give me an idea of anything that you've been used to draw or write in the past?
Yeah. Some other kids, they were in class, but they were in a mindfulness class, and they weren't being very mindful, and they were joking a lot about gay people, and they were being very mean to bisexual, gay, and lesbian people, and I felt very offended because my mom is lesbian, and I felt offended, Molly felt offended, and then she used me to write down her problems, and she wrote down the conflict, and she drew what was happening, almost like a comic.
Well, I'm so glad that you were there, and it sounds like Molly really has a great idea to deal with some things that might not be so great that they have to face. Thank you for sharing your story, Pencil. All right, let's all take a moment to relax.
We're going to move on to our final day, day 5. And this excerpt is going to be a lot shorter than the rest of them that you have seen this evening. On day 5, the students did plenty of things. Among them, they wrote monologues from the perspective of what I call their dark half and their light half. Here is a bit from day 5.
Well, hi, others. I'm the very, very well-known dark side. I have a very fun job of getting in the way of your happiness. I suck every single ounce of joy out of your life. But I also get you to make pretty bad decisions. So good luck getting past me. I'm your arrogant, dark, and sometimes gloomy self. I'm getting bored of this. Wait, oh. Did you just say there was an important school presentation coming up? Oh, what fun. I'm just getting started. Oh, well, hello. I'm your light side. I'm encouraging, helpful, And to angry people, I'm actually quite annoying. I make you happy. Oh, hi. A letter for me? Oh. But I've been getting some clear letters that I should do a little bit better of a job making you happy. I think of the good in things. Oh no, there's a school presentation tomorrow. Oh no, you don't, dark side.
And that is Aloud. How amazing are these kids, first of all? Featured in Aloud, we have Ari Franco, Violet Sitko, and Molly Pescator. I am so unbelievably proud of them for the work that they put into this process and for being so honest and vulnerable in this way. Now that our video screening is complete, what I would like to ask everyone to do before we transition into the question and answer portion of the evening is complete the post survey that you have been given. So if you chose a paper copy, you will have that in the envelope. And if you choose to access that via the QR code, you will see that under the post survey title. While you are doing that, we will get all set up for our question and answer. So I will see you in a few minutes.
I wanna see pom-poms from the stands. Come on. My fingertips and my lips, they burn from the cigarettes. Forrest Gump, you run my mind, boy. Running on my mind, boy. Forrest Gump, I know you Forrest. I know you wouldn't hurt a beetle. You're so buff and so strong. I'm nervous, Forrest.
Once my mic is working, we will begin the question and answer portion of our evening. I am joined here by Alex Akins, MSW, Senior Program Manager at High Tops Princeton.
That was impressive. You remember that.
So what we are going to do for the question and answer portion of this evening, for our virtual audiences at home, if you have a question, please comment them on the live video you are watching. For anyone here who would like to ask a question or make a comment, please raise your hand. We have Abby and Kat here who will find you and will gather your question and then project it to the rest of the audience and to me so that I may hear it. So if anyone has a question, we can kick off the Q&A. Do we? Wonderful.
We've got one coming in from YouTube from Zachary. Thank you, Zachary. What inspired you to explore gender identity with these kids?
As a white cis male, I have the most privilege of anyone in the queer community. And what I really wanted to do was include anyone and everyone who exists in the queer community and make sure that they had a safe space to not only explore their own identity, but also have others who are in their own community with them witness it and help them along the way.
Got another one from YouTube from Mike and Ike 22. Thank you, Mike and Ike 22. What were some of the challenges in making this piece?
I'd say the main challenge was choosing what to include. To give you an idea of the amount of footage I was working with, I had about 90 minutes of footage each day for 5 days. And I had to narrow that down, not including the performance pieces that were sent to me separately, such as the audio pieces. And I had to narrow that down into the wonderful 50 minutes of material that you all witnessed. So I'd say that that was pretty darn challenging, but I think I picked some good highlights for you.
Kat, I see you've got your hand up.
One right here. Sarah was asking if you could give us a little bit of detail about what High Tops does. And Adam, how did you get involved with High Tops?
Adam, do you want to take that first question? Is that you?
You can go ahead with the first part.
I'll take the first one.
That's great.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'd love to tell you a little bit about High Tops. So we're a nonprofit in Princeton. As Adam said earlier, we focus on adolescent sexual health education and LGBTQ+ support. So we have a lot of great support groups. We have peer leadership programs. Kids go and teach sex ed in schools. And we really just, I think, embody a sense of youth empowerment and leadership and letting the kids take ownership of their own identities. And so I just love that Adam really wanted to explore that same principle because it aligned really, really well.
Thank you, Alex. And to answer the other part of your question, I was able to connect with High Tops through our education director, Mary Wright, who connected me with Stacy Robustelli, who is here as well, who just so happens to be an employee of High Tops and the parent of Molly, who is a Camp Touchstone kiddo. So everything lined up pretty perfectly and we were able to make the project happen together.
Yes, we've got one over there on Abby's side.
Hi, I have a question for Adam. Has this workshop helped you as a teacher reframe how you would identify or what you would define as identity?
That's an amazing question. It has actually. What I've really been exploring throughout this process as a teaching artist is the millions of layers that everyone has that comprises what their identity is. And it's impossible for us to understand every layer of this identity with these kids we're working with, but we can try our darndest and we can look for as many routes as possible to kind of get them to show as many parts of themselves as they'd like to share. Good question, thank you very much.
I've got one from me. It was really nice to see where the kids were on day 1 versus where they were on day 5. And I wonder if both of you, from your different perspectives, can comment a little bit on that sort of what they ended up opening up to by the end of things?
Yeah, to speak about that first, the way that I structured the curriculum started with this surface layer exploration, and I really worked day to day to drive that a little bit deeper so that we weren't going full throttle right ahead to the point that we all hit this wall that we don't want to open up in this way. So it was really a matter of kind of finding that perfect balance where each day we can get a little bit deeper in what we're exploring, and it seemed to have worked, luckily.
I love that he says it like it's so easy. It's just like it just happened to work. It was incredible because it was actually so brilliant. You know, I can speak as somebody who works with young people, and especially within this specific age group. You know, outside of, irregardless of the queer community and queer identity, at this age, what you are exploring is identity, and it's a constant process, and it's not always an easy one. I mean, I think that we can all remember being 12 years old. And a lot comes up, and I think that when somebody just jumps in and asks you a direct question, like you tell me how you are feeling right now about your identity, you're not going to have all of the words for it. I think that something that Adam did so brilliantly was he provided so many conduits for the emotion. You know, he was just like, what is in this song? Talk to me about the feeling in this song. Talk to me about a feeling of an object in your environment. And it really gave the kids this chance to explore not only empathy, but be able to talk about what they're feeling through something else, which I thought was genius. Because by the end of it, and we even saw with Molly with the pencil, that they started to move away from the depersonalization and start using I statements. It was like, I feel this. Oh right, yeah, wait, I'm the pencil. And that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So I just wanted to props to you.
Thank you, Alex.
Abby?
I had a question from Molly for Alex. Molly asked, how does it feel to impact and help so many queer youth?
Stop it, Molly. What? Molly. I love that kid. It feels, I mean, there aren't big enough words to explain it. I think getting to work with young people, period, is a gift. You know, people say, oh, the youth are our future, and they say in kind of a throwaway way, but it's true. And so on the one hand, I just want to say working with young people in general, every single day is a gift. They're constantly teaching you something new about yourself. But on the other hand, just more personally, I know as a queer woman that I would have loved to have something like High Tops, to have something like Aloud to go to and to explore what I was feeling and thinking and feel like I had access to community. And I think that that's huge. So, feels good. Thank you, Molly.
Yes, Abby?
Hi, I have a question from Becca for Adam. She would like to know, Adam, how do you see the future of Aloud expanding or going into different communities, young or adults or different things like that?
Thank you for that question, Becca. So this is what I can maybe call the pilot stage of what Aloud is. This is the first group that I use this curriculum for. What I would love to see is this program become bigger. I'd like to continue to focus on the same age group that I've been working with. I feel like though that is the population that most desperately needs this kind of exploration before they move on to the next stage of their life. So I'd love to see this be an after-school program. I'd love to partner with more nonprofits focused on the same mission as me. I'd love to train additional teaching artists in the queer community to continue with this program by my side. And yeah, I want it to happen over and over and over again because I had an amazing time with it as well. Thank you. Last call for questions from the audience.
You've got one over there, Pat?
So I believe you asked what my relationship was working with these kids. Over Zoom, okay. So I began my time as a teaching artist last September, August. I did plenty of residencies that occurred in person. And then after everything began to shut down in March, my residencies ended early, and I, along with everyone here at Touchstone, had to pivot to put our curriculum in a digital space. So thankfully, I had the opportunity to be a teaching artist for Touchstone's Camp Touchstone and Teen Ensemble that occurred over the summer. So my process of working with others to adapt these activities that we are already using gave me more of a comfortability with developing exercises right from the get-go that occur in a Zoom classroom. The amazing thing about Zoom is that I can do this workshop with anyone in the world. I worked with an organization based out of Princeton, New Jersey, and it was possible for me to do that because I did not have to travel and I did not have to ask kids to travel to me. So it's amazing to think that even though it was such a struggle in the beginning to get everything to work in this format, now that we are in the mindset of making that happen, we have a whole new network of people to engage with.
One more from Abby.
Adam, I have a question for you. Was there a particular day in a workshop that really impacted you as a teacher?
I think it was day 4 that if you looked closely enough on my giant projected face, you could see that I was on the verge of crying. And so I would say that—
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah. We all saw it. Yeah, that was a very impactful day for me. Watching a student be so comfortable in this environment that they were willing to share what they were willing to share, and hearing so much of what I experienced at that age just really got to me. And so I think I will forever remember that type of activity and that type of vulnerability that I had with the student, and forever be grateful for it. Thank you for that question.
One more question from that side, yeah.
I had a question from Daisy. She would like to know what, if there were any instances that any of your students hit some particularly deep moments, and how did you navigate that?
I think there were plenty of instances where we saw that happen. And I think that the reason that was able to continue to happen and that students felt comfortable with that is kind of the culture and environment that I worked to develop right from day one. I had a series of ground rules that I developed and provided the kids with on day one, and asked them if they had any tweaks to them or additions or what have you. We ran with these ground rules for all week, and one of them was the understanding that this is a totally safe space, and that there is no reason to say sorry if you think you have made a mistake in this environment, and that we are all here for each other in one way or another, and that we are just looking for each other to succeed. So I think it's really important to, if we want kids to succeed or be vulnerable or explore themselves or whatever we're trying to get them to do, we have to work with them, and we have to be sure that we, before anything else, are working consciously to create this environment, even if it's digitally, that they feel comfortable doing so.
Last one from Kat.
Hi, this one is from Jaden. He would like to know if you're going to do this again when he's old enough to do it. He wants to do it too.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Jaden, I will make sure that it happens because I would love to have you as a student. Great.
Before we jump away, how would you feel about having Molly and Violet come up here for a quick bow?
Please do.
Molly, Violet, get up there. Come on. Molly and Violet, everyone.
Thank you too, and thank you for coming.
Y'all did amazing. Seriously, I'm so proud of you for putting yourselves out there and being vulnerable and sharing and trying something new. So. You can do it.
Thank you to Adam and High Tops and everyone that helped to do it. It really did make me feel comfortable. I don't know about Violet, but definitely made me feel more confident in my identity. So.
And with that, thank you to our wonderful audience here and at home. Please do not forget to complete the post survey if you have not. Thank you once again to Made by Lino. Do not forget to check out the Afros in Nature table in the back before you head out. And just to be on my soapbox for one more moment, this is a very scary time for queer people. I'm very lucky that I have the platform here at Touchstone Theater to support queer people, and I myself am a queer artist. Very thankful for the opportunities that I have. For all of you, please tell a queer person you know that you love them today. And I will leave you on that. Have a great night.
Thank you, Adam.